Welcome to Radical Cram School. We're going to learn about social justice, revolution, and how to be powerful in the bodies that you have. Little rebels. We cannot understand structural racism by just hearing about it. We have to experience it. So in front of you are 4 boxes, and this is the game. When I say go, all of you will stand up. You will pick up a box, and if you can open it within 15 seconds, you get to keep what's inside. 1, 2.
No, guys, she didn't say go yet. She didn't say go.
3. No running, no running. This is not a Black Friday stampede.
Open it now.
Open it, yes.
Open it. I'm so lucky.
Open in 15 seconds.
It's the color. Hispanic women earn 55% of what white men earn.
What do you got, Elle?
Black women earn 60% of what white men earn. That's definitely not fair. I know. White women earn 75% of what white men earn. Asian women earn 84% of what white men earn.
Why don't you have a full cookie? Why doesn't anyone have a whole cookie?
Because white men always earn more than women.
Why do they get to earn more?
Because for a really long time, men have always been more powerful.
But are men really actually more powerful?
No.
Why not?
Act like it.
Are you looking for this? Oh, looks like Donnie got a full cookie.
Because he's a white man.
Just because my father...
Can we please stop with all this racial, false indoctrination that you're doing to our children? Please. You say that Hispanic women make 50% of what a white man would make. You say black women make 60% of what a white man would make. You say white women make 75% of what a white man makes. And then you say Asians make 84% of what a white man makes. Now, and then on top of that, then you use a puppet named Donnie. You get the whole cookie, right? It's just like, dude, do you understand that Donald Trump is not even the richest man in America? Like, literally, your whole thing was about, telling these kids that Donald Trump is a bad person. That's what your whole fucking thing was about. Really, honestly, that's what it was. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna run down some people. All right, I was trying to do the top five richest men in America, right? But I'm actually gonna start at number 6, and this is why. Larry Ellison is the founder of Oracle, right? He dropped out of college. I think he was adopted. He dropped out of college. His parents wanted him to be a doctor. Being a doctor wasn't interesting to him. He decided to he became a computer programmer, and then he founded Oracle. Blase. Dude's worth $54.7 million, or billion dollars, with a B, right? And the reason why I'm starting with him as number 6 is because he owns the entire island of Lanai in Hawaii. All right, number 5, we got Larry Page, who is the co-founder of Google. He's worth $54.9 billion. And of course, you got your, everybody loves Mr. Mark Zuckerberg, right? He's number 4 on the list, and he is actually at $77.5 billion. Now, this is number 4 richest man in America as of 2018. Mark Zuckerberg, $77.5 billion. All right. Then you got Warren Buffett. If you're an adult, you know who Warren Buffett is more than likely. He is the hedge fund guy. Now he owns some sort of Hathaway investment. Hathaway Berkshire investment. He's worth $87.2 billion. Then we got Mr. Bill Gates. Everyone knows Mr. Bill Gates. He's the basically the CEO, founder of Microsoft, and he's of course at $93.3 billion. All right, and then last but not least, number one richest man in America is the CEO and founder of Amazon. You know, when you got your Amazon Fire and all that, you've added to this guy's $109.9 billion net worth. Okay? And then let's bring it down to the ladies, because I had to include some numbers on the ladies, okay? And the ladies, they're not as rich as the top 5 richest men in America, or top 6 richest men in America. They're not as rich, but they're rich. And you're going to see a trend in this too, okay? So let's start with number 5. Blair Perry Oakden, or I think it's Oakden, Okeden. She's worth $12 billion. That's number 5 richest woman in America. And she is the heiress, and she also owns 25% of her grandfather's company, Cox Enterprises. All right. Number 4, we have Abigail Johnson. Abigail Johnson, again, an heiress to the Fidelity Investment. Her grandfather owned, started it, whatever. She's worth $16 billion. All right. Now we got Laureen Powell Jobs. Jobs, yes, she's the widow of Steve Jobs. All right. And she is worth $19.4 billion. And then you've got Jacqueline Mars. No relation to Bruno Mars, right? But Jacqueline Mars, she is actually the heiress to the Mars chocolate business. I just call it Mars bars. She based on, I believe Mars also is the maker of the M&Ms. So put that in perspective. That's what she is. Okay, $22 billion is what her net worth is. Last but not least, number 1 richest woman in America, right? Richest woman in America as of 2018 is Alice Walton, who is the heiress to the Walmart. Walmart. So all these Walmart employees who, when you're complaining about having to work so many hours and all you get is scraps, and you're getting, all this, welfare that you get, because I know that Walmart employees actually get they're eligible for EBT. When you're not making as much money as someone else, well, Alice Walton is worth $40.8 billion as the richest woman in America. $40.8 billion. Yes, I told you, it doesn't stack up to the guys. But you know what? When you want to say that Hispanic women make 50% to what white man's dollar, well, how about Hispanic women working at Walmart? How much do they make to Alice Walton's $40.8 billion? I'm out here in Indio, California. So you go to the Walmart down there, and it's the majority, I want to say about 99% of the people who work at Walmart in Indio, Walmart in La Quinta, Walmart in Rancho Mirage, all these women mostly are Hispanic. So how much is the percentage of what they make as employees of Walmart, whether they're supervisors, whether they're just, associates, cashiers? How much is their percentage compared to Alice Walton's $40.8 billion? That's what I want to know. If you're going to indoctrinate our children, you need to give us real facts. Don't give us this bullshit facts. How much is the percentage of what black women make compared to, I don't know, I gotta bring up Alice Walton again, because I honestly, okay, so what we got here? Jacqueline Mars. How many black women work for make M&Ms on an everyday basis? Right, they clock in at 5 o'clock in the morning and they leave it at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. How many of them, or how much is a percentage of what they make is compared to Jacqueline Mars' $22 billion? Please tell me, the white woman making 75% of what a white man makes, right? But let's talk about how much they make percentage to what a woman makes. And let's say this white woman works for Fidelity Investments. So how much does this white woman make percentage-wise to Abigail Johnson's $16 billion? Please tell me, guys. I don't understand why you got to compare everything to the white man's dollar. And then on top of that, you have a puppet. Donnie got a whole cookie. It just doesn't make any fucking sense, guys. Please stop indoctrinating our children. You know, that's the problem. Is that you want to talk about the education? You know, let's educate the children on basics. I mean, how many kids were in there that were like older than 13? You know, older than 10. Those kids, they do not need to know about racial injustices, especially when they're mostly Asian. All right, we already know Asian. You said Asian women make 84% of what a white man makes. But if you actually look at it, I mean, how many Asian women do you see in the hospitals? Right. So an Asian doctor, an Asian female doctor, are you telling me she makes 84% of what her white male doctor counterpart makes? That doesn't make any sense to me. You know, you can't base it on race. You can't base it on race. You can't base it on gender. That's not how that works. You can't. And then on top of that, you're using our President Donald Trump as as the reason for all this happening. That doesn't work that way, y'all. Fucking. Oh, I hate you guys, man. I hate you Democrats. I hate you liberals, which are bullshit. And on top of that, I hate it because you're trying to indoctrinate our children into thinking that they're never going to get anywhere because the white man is man. Real talk, y'all. Peace out, your boy King Churro.